Good morning. It's a new day. I am about to go check out my outside plants. It's been a few days since I've been outside and actually watered the plants. And that's because we've had a lot of rain lately. So hopefully I will see some significant growth to some of the vegetables that I have growing out there. Let's check it out. Okay, y'all, I'm going out for real this time. I was about to go out and water plants real quick and record some footage of these vegetables, like I said. And then I heard my neighbors outside talking, so the antisocial person in me decided to wait it out, do a couple other things, and now they're taking their morning walk. So I can go out and water these plants real quick before they come back and want to start having conversations with me. So here we go. Hey, so I wanted to pop on here quickly because my orchid cactus bloomed today, and I'm pretty shocked based on the current state of this plant. It just looks really bad and diseased, but I saw this really beautiful flower on here this morning. I saw the I guess bulb or whatever, I don't know what it's called, yesterday morning, and I was like, oh, what's that? And then this morning the flower opened. I should have taken a video of it this morning. I totally forgot until just a minute ago. But I'll insert a picture if I can. It's a really pretty white, fluffy looking flower. This is so good. This is my anti-inflammatory smoothie. On a good day, I will start my day with this. When I drink it consistently, I feel like I have more energy. Those are usually the days I'm like really taking my vitamins on a regular basis, having water first thing in the morning. So I'm happy to be getting back in the habit of having these smoothies on a regular basis. This is the first one I've had in a while. So I did my harvest this morning of the peppers that I'm about to show you right now. And the other day I had a small harvest that also had peppers in it. The cayenne peppers, jalapeno peppers. My jalapeno peppers are like short and fat. I don't know if that's how they're supposed to be. I haven't eaten them yet. They feel really hard, which is kind of sad because I know that the hardened okra means that it's inedible and it's just good for seeds at that point, because I have 2 pieces of really hard okra and one of them is like woody. It's really bad. So I'm just going to use that one for seeds. I have another little tiny one that I just saw today, and we've gotten like a couple of days of like really heavy rain. So this is the first time that I've been out looking at the outside plants. I want to cut it, but I see that the okra has a branch coming from it that has a flower on it now. And then that flower has like what looks like will be 2 little tiny okra. So I'm really confused by the structure of the plant. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. I'm more of an indoor plant person, you know, so we can talk about spider plants and how to propagate pothos all day long. When it comes to like when I'm supposed to cut the okra or the jalapeno off the stalk, I have to Google it. I have to text my mother and or my grandmother. I got to send somebody a picture of it. It's just a lot, and it's not an area that I feel super comfortable in. I think okra is a bit more complicated for me. I've successfully grown peppers before, like jalapenos. I think these are cayenne peppers, the red ones. And I've also grown bell peppers before, and the bell peppers I grew were from seeds, like seeds from a bell pepper that I had gotten from the grocery store. Those grew. So peppers I feel pretty comfortable with, and I feel like they're beginner friendly, at least for me. Well, I haven't tried the jalapenos yet, so I don't know, but at least I know I can grow them to the point that they will produce something. I just might need to tweak the steps, you know, to get like the most ideal jalapeno peppers or okra or whatever. Okra is a bit complicated. For me, it's not beginner friendly. Maybe it is beginner friendly. I just didn't know I was supposed to cut it off earlier. No, let's just say it's not. It's at least an intermediate plant. Back to the harvest. I think I was talking about the okra being more of an intermediate plant for me. I'm glad I tried it out. So after I realized I needed to harvest the okra a lot earlier, I started looking it up to just learn a bit more about like how to properly take care of it. I saw an article that said it'll continue to produce okra as you cut it off. So that's good to know. So hopefully I'll be able to have a couple more rounds of okra and like try it out and, you know, have some that I can actually cook and that are edible, so I can at least say like I did grow okra successfully and like I was able to eat what I grew. I'm also growing beets and fennel, and I have some kale growing. There's some other stuff in there too. I think I have green onions and spinach. I just started like sprinkling spinach seeds everywhere, so I feel like it's gonna pop up and I'm gonna think it's a weed or something until it actually starts to look like spinach. So I really should have done a better job of marking some of the plants and like the dates. I have to go back and look at photos in my phone to see like when it might be good to harvest them, which I'm really glad that I did take so much footage and take so many pictures of the seeds and stuff after I planted them. That's just kind of how I like to document things, but you really should be keeping track of the dates that you plant things and like when you harvest them so that you'll know when to harvest them. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not gonna know when my fennel needs to be harvested. Like I've never grown fennel before, and I grew it from a seed. And so the fennel that you see, the beets that you see, but basically the beets and the fennel, let's say those two for sure, because I was going to say kale too, but I bought some starter kale and then I also grew some kale from seeds and it's still growing right now. So I don't really know when I should be harvesting my fennel and my beets. And my beet greens look so good. I love beet greens. So the beet greens are like really big and lush now, but I don't know if the beet is ready to be pulled out. So I need to go back and look at the photos in my phone so I can get a date, and based on whatever the packet says, because I kept all of the seed packets, so I can go back and see what they're saying as far as like when I should be harvesting these things, or like, you know, how long does it take for them to mature, so that I don't pull it up and then it's just roots, you know. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I really wanted to do fennel and beets because fennel is supposed to be really good for you. I like fennel, and the fennel that I see at the grocery store is always like really ugly and beat up, so I wanted to grow my own because it would be way cheaper if I was able to like grow my own fennel and eat a lot more of it on a regular basis. It's supposed to be really good for like gut health and all of that jazz. And then, you know, beets are good for you too, and I like beets. I love pickled beets, so that would be cool, you know, to be able to grow those things. We'll see how it all works out. I'll keep y'all updated once I harvest them.